Alright, guys, I'm back with another chapter in Judges. We're in Judges chapter 10, where the header reads, Tola becomes Israel's judge. I'm going to get right into it. After Abimelech died, Tola, son of Puah, son of Dodo, was the next person to rescue Israel. He was from the tribe of Issachar, but lived in the town of Shamir in the hill country of Ephraim. He judged Israel for 23 years. When he died, he was buried in Shamir. After Tola died, Jair from Gilead judged Israel for 22 years. His 30 sons rode around on 30 donkeys, and they owned 30 towns in the land of Gilead, which are still called the towns of Jair. When Jair died, he was buried in Canaan. Again the Israelites did evil in the Lord's sight. They served the images of Baal and Ashtaroth, and the gods of Aram, Sidon, Moab, Ammon, and Philistia. They abandoned the Lord and no longer served him at all. So the Lord burned with anger against Israel, and he turned them over to the Philistines and the Ammonites, who began to oppress them that year. For 18 years they oppressed all the Israelites east of the Jordan River in the land of the Amorites, that is, in Gilead. The Ammonites also crossed to the west side of the Jordan and attacked Judah, Benjamin, and Ephraim. The Israelites were in great distress. Finally they cried out to the Lord for help, saying, "We have sinned against you because we have abandoned you as our God and have served the images of Baal." The Lord replied, "Did I not rescue you from the Egyptians, the Amorites, the Ammonites, the Philistines, the Sidonians, the Amalekites, and the Maonites? When they oppressed you, you cried out to me for help, and I rescued you. Yet you have abandoned me and served other gods, so I will not rescue you any more. Go and cry out to the gods you have chosen. Let them rescue you in your hour of distress." But the Israelites pleaded with the Lord and said, "We have sinned. Punish us as you see fit. Only rescue us today from our enemies." And then the Israelites put aside their foreign gods and served the Lord, and he was grieved by their misery. At that time the armies of Ammon had gathered for war and were camped in Gilead, and the people of Israel assembled and camped at Mizpah. The leaders of Gilead said to each other, "Whoever attacks the Ammonites first will become ruler over all the people of Gilead." And that's the end of chapter 10, guys. That one's short and sweet. It's really discouraging to see the ups and downs of an entire people, knowing that I share similar ups and downs in how I prioritize my day and how I choose to serve God each and every day, and how some days I give that 110% and some days I just don't. And now, while I think that the understanding of how they serve the gods and the idols that they had might be different from my own understanding, but how often do I prioritize, my phone, or maybe being slothful and wanting to sleep in, or doing certain things that I'm prioritizing those things over service to my family or God. And that's tough. It's tough to reflect on that, but once you've spent so much time in the dumps and realize that it's of your own making, that can be pretty encouraging. It can be pretty discouraging, but it can also be very encouraging to know that, man, I have someone that wants to take care of me. I just need to give them the opportunity. I just need to surrender and submit. It's so much like being a good parent and having children and recognizing that they're going to make those mistakes. They're going to trip over their own feet. They're going to constantly get it wrong. They're always going to want to learn the hard way. And not always, but a lot of the time. And we see the Israelites just struggling through that as well. And so that's short and sweet. I'll go ahead and end it there. Have a good night. God bless. I love you. Jesus loves you. And I'll be back for chapter 11 of Judges, where the header reads, Jephthah becomes Israel's judge. So that's it, guys. Have a good night. God bless. I hope you're enjoying your Easter weekend. If you're in school, hopefully enjoying your spring break. If not, finishing the year strong. Have a good night and God bless, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.